Let's look at 297 plus 10. This can be tricky, so let's take a look with our hundreds, tens, and ones. Once again, 297 plus 10. So we have 297 right here. I go to add a 10 in my head, and I realize the 9 plus 1 equals 10, and I can't have two digits in the same column. What do? I regroup. Let's show that with our hundreds, tens, and ones. So let's go ahead and draw 200 squares. Nine 10 sticks. And 7 ones. Now, if I add a 10 stick, I have 10. And that cannot happen. So what I need to do is I need to regroup. So let's go ahead and add a 10 stick. But when I do that, once again, there are 10 sticks. Next step. Whenever I have 10 of something, I can regroup. So let's cross off all 10. And let's add a 100 square. Now let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 hundreds. I now have 0 tens because I crossed all of them off. And I still have 7 ones. So now I know that 297 plus 300 plus 10, 297 plus 10 equals 307. We are at the point where we are trying to do this mentally. When I see a 9, I go back to 0. But when I'm adding and I go from the 9 to the 0, I need to make sure that I take into account the trading, the regrouping, so I have to add 1 to my hundreds column. It looks like I'm going down because I went from 9 to 0, but I'm still going up because my hundreds go up. So instead of 2, I now have 3. So adding 10 to 297 gets me to 307.